Hi, it's Julie from CIS. I'm going to go over polling, how to enable the feature, and how to set one up and use a poll within a meeting, as well as what it will look like for the participants. So polling is only available for pro license users within Zoom. So once you are a pro license user, you can enable it by going into your Zoom console and going to settings. And then when you scroll down, and you'll see polling as an option here, and you'll be able to toggle it on so it's blue. Once this is turned on, you can go into your My Meetings and start setting up poll questions. If you use your personal meeting ID and you have poll questions you want to put on there, you can click into the personal meeting room, and this is your personal meeting ID, and you can scroll to the bottom and add questions. And then anytime you launch a meeting using your personal meeting ID, those questions will become available within the poll. However, if you are just setting up certain meetings and you automatically generate a passcode, a meeting room, meeting ID, then you can, when you create your event, you can click into your meeting and scroll to the bottom. And you'll also see this poll section, and you can create questions. So within here, if you click add, you'll get this pop-up, and you can name this poll, and you can put multiple polls in a meeting. So for instance, if you had one about a certain topic, and then later in your meeting you wanted another poll with more different questions, you can create those and split those up. So for this example, I'll just do and you can put it as a multiple choice or a single choice, so whether they can choose more than one or just select one. And you can put multiple options. You can also add questions to each poll, so within each poll you can have more than one question. And then when you're ready, hit save. And then if you scroll down, you'll see your poll question is listed there once it refreshes. And then you can see the name of your poll. You can also expand this to see then the questions in it and the possible answers. You can edit it, you can also delete it, and then of course if you want to add another one, so for this example, I'm going to go into another one just so you can see what it looks like. If you do check this anonymous, that means that in the poll report at the end, you won't be able to see who answered what, but that is completely up to you if you want to check that or not. And then of course you can add more questions and hit save, and you'll see multiple polls at the bottom. They're all listed here, and of course they can be expanded to see the questions and possible choices for your participants. And then when you're ready, you can start the meeting, and you'll be able to see an extra button within your options. So once in your meeting, you'll see down below here in your options, you'll see polling as a new option. And if you click it as the host, you'll see the questions that you set up and different polls. And if you want to toggle between different ones, you can see they're listed here. And you'll be able to see the questions and the possible choices. And when you're ready to launch it, you can hit launch. And what you'll see as the host is you'll see the name of your poll is in progress, and you'll see the time that it's taken. And you also see how many of your participants have answered it. And then once they hit submit, they'll start coming in. So here's an example as a participant. They'll be able to select their favorite and then hit submit. And then as you can see, their choice has come through. And then when you're all done, you can hit end poll. And you can view the results. You can also share the results. So if you want your participants to be able to see the percentages of people that chose each of them, they won't see the numbers, they'll just see the percentages as shown here. As you can see, they can only see the percentage of people that answered each question. And then when you want to stop sharing, you can hit stop share. If from here you also want to maybe launch the next poll, or you can close it and hit the polling again to bring up to do the next poll. If you do relaunch this poll, then in your report, the first responses will be wiped out and it'll just do the latest poll that you hit to relaunch, and it does tell you that it'll clear the existing results, and you'll only get the most recent poll if you do relaunch this particular poll. So just a few things to keep in mind. If you click edit, it'll take you back to the meeting and that polling section at the bottom where you can edit your questions. That box will come up and you can edit the questions, the name, the answer options, all of those different features. And then when you're all done with the poll, you can X out, and then if you need it back, click it again, and then you can always, of course, like I said, click between the next one and launch this one, and you'll be able to do the same things. And then when you're done with your meeting, you can, of course, hit end. And then to find the reports for the answers that were submitted in your poll, if you go back into your Zoom account, you'll see this report at the side. And if you select meeting, there'll be these different report types. So if you select the poll report type, and then you select the date range that your meeting happened in, and when you hit search, they'll come up with the poll report for you. And then whichever one you have, if you click the meeting that you want, you click generate, and then you'll be able to see them listed there. And when you do download it, it does download as a CSV, so you'll be able to see it as an Excel spreadsheet as a CSV file. If you have any questions, please contact the help desk at extension 555 or helpdesk@nicc.edu.